Hey, hello. Welcome to this very special episode of Fluent Focus, the channel where you will learn English, productivity, and well being. But this is not a classic episode. This is designed as a podcast for elementary or really low level of English. So, this is my first episode of a podcast, but in the future, I want to give you more ideas, a more exciting podcast. So, this is the first one and is designed for a basic level of English. The idea here is that you can repeat at the same time that the person is speaking. So try to do that.
Hello guys. Welcome to Fluent Focus. I'm John, and this will be a special episode designed as a podcast for you to listen while you do something else, or to do shadowing exercise. This episode is designed for English students at level A1, A2, B1 or in other words, beginners and low intermediate. In the future, I will do other videos to more superior levels. If you're new here, let me quickly tell you we share English learning videos to help you improve your English skills and productivity work, step by step. In today's class, you are going to do something truly powerful. You're going to learn around 300 useful English words that are part of everyday life. These words will not only grow your vocabulary, but also build your confidence to speak naturally and fluently. We will move through different areas of daily life from the home, to work, to travel, to shopping, and even emotions and expressions. And I'll guide you with real examples and practice exercises along the way. By the end of this video, you'll have practiced and absorbed hundreds of English words that will take you closer to an advanced level, and you'll be able to use them in real conversations. Before we begin, take a deep breath, get ready, and let's get started on this episode together. When we talk about building advanced English fluency, it is not only about learning complicated grammar or rare vocabulary. It's about mastering the words that people use every single day. The words that appear again and again in conversations, in stories, in workplace discussions, in travel, and in personal life. So today we are going to start by focusing on everyday situations and the essential vocabulary that makes those situations feel easy and natural in English. Let's begin with the home. Andrea, could you please get this topic of home?
Sure, John. Let's think about the place where you wake up each morning. Your bedroom is the starting point of your day, and it's full of useful vocabulary. Words like bed, blanket, pillow, mattress, wardrobe, and curtains. These are simple but powerful words. If you can name each item in your bedroom in English, you are already building fluency. Try this with me. Imagine you are waking up and you say, "I pulled the blanket off and put the pillow beside before getting out of bed." Notice how natural it sounds when we put the words together in sentences. Now, let's practice. Repeat after me slowly. This morning, I opened the curtains and let the sunlight get inside. Again, this morning, I opened the curtains and let the sunlight get inside. I put my clothes in the wardrobe to keep them organized. Again, I put my clothes in the wardrobe to keep them organized. These short sentences train your brain to use the words automatically. Don't just memorize single words. Always practice them in full sentences. That's how fluency grows. From the bedroom, you might walk to the kitchen. And the kitchen is another treasure box of everyday English words. Words like coffee, stove, fridge, cupboard, spoon, knife, plate, and glass. For example, you can say, I opened the fridge and took out a glass of milk. Or, I placed the plate on the table and picked up a spoon. Each of these sentences feels real because they describe actions you actually do every single day. Let's practice together now. Repeat after me. I cooked breakfast on the stove. I cooked breakfast on the stove. I washed the knife and the spoon after eating. I washed the knife and the spoon after eating. I put the glass back in the cupboard. I put the glass back in the cupboard. Each sentence is simple, but when you say it out loud, you are teaching your tongue, your lips, and your brain to work together in English. Now, let's move to another daily situation. Getting ready to leave the house? Can you go with this, Mike?
Of course, Andrea. Getting ready to go out? In this regard, you might think about words like shoes, socks, jacket, umbrella, and bag. Imagine this. I put on my shoes and jacket before leaving the house. I put on my shoes and jacket before leaving the house. Or, I carried my bag and held my umbrella because it was raining. I carried my bag and held my umbrella because it was raining. These are real practical sentences that prepare you for everyday conversations. Practice with me. Say, I wore a jacket because it was cold outside. I wore a jacket because it was cold outside. Say, I put my socks on before putting on my shoes. I took my bag with me to school. By speaking these sentences, you are practicing the natural rhythm of English. Now, let's expand into the area of daily transportation. When you travel to school, to work, or to the market, you use words like bus, train, ticket, station, driver, and seat. You could say, I bought a ticket at the station. Or, I sat near the window on the bus. These everyday details make your English sound natural. Practice with me slowly. I waited at the bus stop for 10 minutes. I asked the driver for a ticket. I found an empty seat and sat down. Excellent. Each sentence gives you confidence to describe your world in English. Another important area of daily life is shopping. Shopping gives us words like store, cashier, basket, price, money, receipt, and bag. Imagine saying, I put the apples in the basket. Or, I gave the cashier some money and took the receipt. These words are not complicated, but using them again and again makes you fluent. Let's practice a few sentences together. Repeat after me. The store was full of people. I checked the price before buying the shirt. I put the receipt in my bag. Excellent. Everyday life also involves emotions. It's important to practice words that describe how you feel. Words like happy, angry, excited, tired, worried, and calm. These are not just vocabulary items. They are keys to expressing yourself in English. For example, you can say, I was excited to meet my friend, or I felt tired after walking home. Repeat after me. I am happy when I finish my work on time. I feel worried before an exam. I stay calm when I practice breathing slowly. Notice how these sentences connect your emotions to real-life situations. That is what advanced fluency means. Not difficult words, but natural self-expression. Now, let's pause for a small reflection. Every time you learn a new word, don't only think about its meaning. Think about how to use it in a sentence, how to say it with the right feeling, and how it connects to your life. This is how you will reach the advanced level.
That was great, Mike. When we think about vocabulary for everyday life, we should also include the workplace. Whether you work in an office, a shop, a school, or even from home, there are common English words that appear again and again. Words like meeting, deadline, computer, colleague, manager, project, and email. These are not just technical terms. They are real practical words that shape your daily experience. Let's practice with some sentences. Repeat after me. I joined a meeting with my colleagues. I joined a meeting with my colleagues. I sent an email to my manager. I finished the project before the deadline. Notice how each sentence feels close to real life. That's what makes the practice so effective. Now imagine a conversation at work. One person says, "Did you get my email?" The other replies, "Yes, I read it this morning." Or, "We have a meeting at 10 o'clock. These small but important phrases are the building blocks of advanced fluency. Work life also brings words about tools and technology. Words like printer, keyboard, screen, file, document, chair, and desk. You could say, "I printed the document before the meeting." Simple sentences but extremely useful in everyday situations. Practice with me slowly. I typed the letter on the keyboard. I sat on the chair and looked at the screen. I saved the file on the computer. Speaking these out loud is like exercising your muscles. I invite you to listen these episodes multiple times. We will make progress in no time. This year you will speak English for sure.